Yo, how are we doing, everybody? So today I'm doing the second battle in part 2. This one, the main condition here is that all the Gomamon cannot be defeated, so we have to save the Gomamon. This time around, I'm going to be using Falcomon, Kunemon, Betamon, Agumon, and Labramon. I'm basically just using all the partner Digimon, but I also am using the free Betamon we got in the tutorial that was teaching us how to recruit Digimon. Betamon's basically going to be like one of my main go-tos, just because I figure it's going to be a Digimon everyone has access to. But yeah, right here with Falcomon, I'm definitely I really like using this Digimon as a Falcomon, Diatrimon. They just have so much movement. They're really good at just getting across the map very quickly, and their talk support also increases movement. So you can buff Falco's movement so that they can go literally anywhere, or you can buff somebody else. Sometimes I might buff Agumon, as Agumon's very strong but doesn't have too much movement. So yeah, it definitely depends on what you're going for. For this part, or this battle specifically, the goal here is just to defend the Gomamon. So this is pretty much how I play most of my maps. Most of my Digimon are going to go towards whatever the objective is, whereas with Falcomon / Diatrimon, I'm going to be going for the item boxes. Or at least the ones that are further out. Because, yeah, it can take a few turns to get to them, so it's better to have a Digimon that just has really high movement, so I'm not wasting too many turns. And then also, Diatrimon is just very strong at this point in the game, so they're able to take care of themselves, rather than, sending out Betamon. Betamon has, no movement and isn't the strongest Digimon. So yeah, you want to be careful if you're sending out, one Digimon by themselves, as that can possibly be a mistake. You might lose that Digimon. Though it is important to note with Labramon, if you do use that Digimon, their talk support is a heal, so you can literally be full stage away like I am right now, and you can still use the talk to heal Diatrimon, literally right where these two Digimon are standing, oddly enough. Yeah, with Agumon, I'm definitely going to Digivolve into Tyrannomon. If I'm next to enemy Digimon, it's always a good idea to just go ahead and start Digivolving. You really only want to not Digivolve if, it's going to take you a couple of turns to get to the opponent, because obviously once you Digivolve, you're going to be losing SP, so you do have to be careful of that. But yeah, for the most part, this level is just not very difficult. The Gazimon, yeah, it took me a second to remember their name, but the Gazimon and the Gotsumon are really not too powerful. The Gotsumon are definitely kind of hardy, but definitely not too bad. And then the Gomamon that you have to protect, they're way better than escorting the Professor. Because whereas the Professor was just making his way to the end of the level as fast as he could, regardless of the situation, the Gomamon are really just going to stay in the center at higher elevation. And yeah, when you're at higher elevation, that increases your critical hit chance. And yeah, Gomamon will go in. Gomamon does attack if the enemy Digimon get close enough. So yeah, they actually help you with the fight, which makes it quite a bit easier. And yeah, right here, my HP did get a bit low. I could have played that a little bit better. I definitely should have healed with Labramon before, so it wasn't so close. But yeah, you can always rely on Diatrimon to be fine, even if you bite off a bit more than you can chew, because Diatrimon has so much movement that a lot of the time you can disengage and heal without the opponent necessarily being able to reach an attack. Obviously it depends on the Digimon, because some Digimon do have really good movement or really good range on their attacks, but yeah, depending on the situation, Diatrimon usually can just back off and heal. And yeah, right here, I haven't been doing too many free battles, so my Digimon aren't exactly too strong. So Labramon and Betamon, for example, it's taken them quite a bit to take out this Gotsumon. As, yeah, Gotsumon, while not being too strong, is definitely hardy. That Digimon has good stamina. They're not going to go down too easy. But yeah, if you do any free battles, you'll be fine. But as you can see here, I don't do any free battles, and I'm going to be getting through this battle just fine. You do not have to grind in this game. That is not a requirement. You can just go from battle to battle to battle just fine. Obviously, if you are having trouble, even like if you're using my guide and like following what my Digimon are doing and it's still not working out for you, then yeah, by all means, go ahead and try to use free battle. Though it is worth noting, I'm playing this on the hard difficulty, so if you're playing it on normal, you could do the exact same things I'm doing, and it will be quite easier. So if things look a little, you know, touch and go, it might not be that difficult for you, so don't worry too much about that. And yeah, right here, we're mostly just cleaning up, as we've gotten rid of the Gazimon that were like in the center of the level, which is definitely where I think you should focus, because you don't want the Gomamon to be defeated. Not that the Gomamon are too bad at defending themselves, they actually do a pretty good job, but that is literally a fail condition, so you could have your entire team alive and still lose, like completely game over, if the Gomamon get defeated. So if you're doing something silly and moving like your entire team to like the right side or the left side and not really splitting up, that is a way that you could lose. So I'm just trying to advocate for you to not make a mistake like that. But yeah, the levels, very, very straightforward. We just need to finish off this Gomamon over here on the left side. Unfortunately, it did get a stun. Like, there are some extra effects that some attacks have, and yeah, right there, Labramon is going to be stunned, so they will not be able to take their turn, but honestly, not that big a deal. I just have 2 more Digimon I need to defeat here. I still need to get that treasure chest, because yeah, that's something you do have to consider when you're doing a battle. Do you want to take as few turns as possible to just go ahead and defeat the enemy, or do you want to go around the map and make sure that you get all the treasure chests? Personally, I would highly suggest getting the treasure chest, because like sometimes it is going to be items that aren't a big deal, like just a bandage, because you can find bandages a lot just in the exploration phase, but it is many times the case where it is going to be an item you can equip, and those items tend to be very, very good, so I would highly recommend picking those up. Right here you can see that my Kunemon actually can't attack that Gazimon, and that's because of elevation difference. In the beginning of this game, you're not really going to have any Digimon that are very good at like jumping up like big slopes, big cliffs or whatever, because they just don't have much vertical movement. But Falcomon / Citrimon is one of those Digimon. They are able to go up and down high elevation without any sort of problem. So again, that is another reason why I sent Diatrimon in this general direction anyways, but it is something that you have to consider. Like right here, like Agumon would not have been able to do that, but Tyrannomon, I believe, has a bit more vertical movement. Or maybe I'm lying? I don't think so, because yeah, Kunemon couldn't go through. So yeah, that's at least one more than what Kunemon has. So yeah, definitely Digivolution can be useful for more things than just attack. It can also change your movement, so do try to keep that kind of stuff in mind. And yeah, right here, taking advantage of that weakness plus the side attack, because again, you know, if you haven't watched the other videos, or weren't paying attention to the tutorial, if you're attacking a enemy Digimon from the side or from behind, you do more damage. It also increases your accuracy, so yeah, you definitely take advantage of that. But yeah, that's going to be that battle there. It was very straightforward, not too difficult. If you have any questions, definitely let me know in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to subscribe. I do a lot of guide videos for RPG games, and right now my focus is Digimon Story, so I'm going, Digimon Survive. I am also playing Digimon Story, but yeah, we are doing Digimon Survive, and yeah, hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace!